So quiet.
Hello, everybody. My name is Master Chen.
My name is BGM.
This is Doxy.
I'm Zenify.
And I'm very, very ill.
And you are either watching or listening to Greynoise. All right, everybody. Welcome to Greynoise. I used to say the Information Security Podcast, but we're just technical nerds who talk about hacking shit.
That's a much more accurate.
Yeah,
that's not wrong.
We talk a lot about pop culture.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Star Wars, the Star War.
The
Star War. Yeah.
The Clone Wars.
There was only one war, wasn't there?
I mean,
All right. Hold on,
Unless you want to
War
bring in,
never ends
here we
after
go.
it's
Unless you wanna bring in the
You
old
wanna
Republic.
get
Hold on, guys.
philosophical
Before we even
about it.
start with the Star Wars thing, can we get through the announcements?
I mean, if you want to bring in the Old Republic,
Right,
talk
right.
about how Tatooine was the same place for
And
5,000 years. It
here
didn't
we
change
go.
at all.
Guys, wait.
What?
Hey, wait, hang on. All right. I haven't even said what episode this was. This is episode 128 of the podcast. We are here live like every Friday night at the Sin Shop Hackerspace in Las Vegas, Nevada, specifically Henderson. The address is 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. As I say to Crux, we are still the Las Vegas Valley Hackerspace. For more information on the shop, go to sinshop.org. For more information on our classes and things that we do around here, go to meetup.com/synshop. That's SYNSHOP. And for more information on us, go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.SE. I don't know why I'm wearing a beanie today, because it's actually hot as fuck. Yeah. All right, so
I was gonna say.
does anybody?
Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
We're not on like any federal regulated air. Zenify, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, make sure everybody joins the Introductory to Electronics class of the Sin Shop on February 3rd
Yes.
at 10 a.m.
Maybe
Yes.
you guys can help me make my vape work again.
Somebody here can definitely.
I took it apart and a spring popped out and I don't know what happened.
For those of you who don't know that voice, by the way, this is Grasshopper.
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 Hooper. Oh my
Grasshopper.
Jesus Christ! All right, Grasshopper.
I
I'm gonna say
haven't
Grass
decided for
Hooper
sure.
now, just to
Grass
like
Hooper.
throw another.
All right, well, as you can tell,
I like to say gray shopper.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh, here we go. So as you can tell, we are at a full panel tonight. So let's see how this goes. Does anybody else have any other announcements? Remember what Zenify just said, though. February 3rd, Basic Electronics.
See, I wanted to say this like several weeks in advance. That way, when you get the episode up a week late, people aren't like,
I know.
when the fuck was that show?
I know. I do that too often. But the weeks have been a little bit of a cluster, so I apologize. We are all caught up now. For now.
Are we?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
I do have an announcement. I did earn a pretty good certification.
Yeah.
He can't read and talk at the same time.
Yeah, I'm reading stuff. I'm reading
Certification.
the topics we're going over. You want to talk about Star Wars? I won't stutter at all. No, I earned a pretty decent certification, the GIAC GSSP. That's GIAC Secure Software Programmer in .NET certification. So
Roll
that's
the
pretty
hand
cool.
clap sound clip.
Still
McNuggets.
the still the smartest guy.
Do you have the sound clip ready?
Yeah, dude. Out of all of us,
We'll add like cheers and applause and post.
in post, right? Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Do
You
it
have
all
added
in
to my
post.
to-do list. So maybe this week, this episode will be out in 2 weeks. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Does anybody else have any announcements? By the way, congratulations,
Thank
BGM.
you. Thank you.
No. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to the topics. So, of course, this first thing that I wanted to talk about, really quickly before we talk about the big thing, because I think this will take up a lot of our time. I started app development on the Fitbit Ionic. I know about 2 or 3 weeks ago I did a quick review on the product, and now I started actually fucking with it. So I'm excited. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet.
With it.
So I saw.
With-
I mean,
I saw you did the. You made a watch face for it, and you said that was just in HTML and CSS, right?
JavaScript. That's the main functionality behind the watch.
Does it use what's that technology called? Element, I think, which allows you to make applications using just HTML, JavaScript, and CSS.
Yeah, that's all you're using, really.
But
So-
is it called Element?
I don't know if it's called Element.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's called Element, but that is exactly what I'm using.
I think
So-
it's a combination of Element and Rhino, and so people call it Elefino.
Wow.
That was quick.
Mr.
Mr.
That was
Satchel,
quick. That was quick and that was
even
good.
though you're slightly under the weather, you're still sharp as a tack.
I might be sick, but I still got it.
you might be sick, but you're still sick.
At least he's over there on that side of the table.
But you're still
I'm
dad
keeping
jokes.
away from everybody.
We do hope you feel better.
Thank you.
So, okay, I just wanted to say that. It's going to be really interesting to see what I can do with this thing. I have no idea what I want to do with my watch yet, but we'll see. Okay, meat and potatoes. We're talking about the main story that I'd like to cover today because it kind of hits close to home, and just because it was the biggest story since Saturday morning last week, is Hawaii got that false alarm.
Oops.
But they didn't know it was a false alarm of a missile strike. until about 30 minutes later. Actually,
7
This is
minutes.
where you cue the sound effect that goes.
yeah, very bad. So if you guys thought that you had about 30 minutes to live, because it said strike imminent, what would you guys do?
Lay down in my bed.
Take
Are
my
you
dog
gonna
for
talk
a
about
walk.
You would take your dog for a walk.
Yes.
You would basically do what you normally do. Okay.
I would just
Yeah,
lay down in bed. If I knew the end was nigh, I'd be like, oh, fucking finally, and just lay down.
All he wants to do is die.
I actually had a similar thought. Like when I first read about it, I thought about how I'd react. I'd probably be like, well, I'm dead now. I guess I'll just read more Reddit.
GG world.
So I saw an interesting statistic, and you might have been alluding to it. It was the one that Pornhub posted.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So So what everybody always says online
Wait,
is
what did they post?
Oh, I'm gonna get to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. It's an interesting one.
You think, everyone says when the world's about to end, you're like, oh man, I'm gonna go like fuck everybody, or like I'm just gonna have sex or whatever they're gonna do. Pornhub actually saw the biggest dip they've ever seen in user activity ever. There was no activity on Pornhub except for a minute later.
You're talking about in the state of Hawaii.
In the
though.
state of
Oh,
Hawaii.
this is awesome.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
the whole state of Hawaii just no porn activity. And then the minute after it was released that it was a false positive, holy shit, they had traffic.
Funny.
Let the
Oh,
good
'cause I'm
times
not dying.
roll.
Yeah.
Back to regular
You know what, actually-
scheduled
But it was more than
Yeah.
normal. It was like more
programming.
than the halftime of the Super Bowl.
Actually,
like, it was a
that's,
lot.
that's pretty surprising to me. I would think
No, it's not to me, because if you read into the data, you
Yeah.
would think, oh, so people obviously aren't on the internet anymore. If there's if there's almost no porn traffic, people aren't on the internet.
Yeah.
There's a 1-to-1 correlation there.
Well, I can only think about me and like so it's like in that moment they're like, oh fuck, we're gonna die. I don't want to jerk off right now. I want to do other stuff. But in my mind, I'm like, Pornhub,
Dude,
obviously.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them were like, calling loved ones saying, "Hey, man, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm probably gonna die." So
And see me, I would just be like, I'm gonna hop on Pornhub and lay down. I'll see you guys on the other
no,
side.
if Doxy lived in Hawaii, he would be the only IP that was accessing
I'd be the
Pornhub.
You'd be
one.
like, man, this is fast.
Holy shit, dude!
I feel like the difference between a Tuesday and imminent death to you is you have to swipe a notification off your phone.
Man, what is this?
Get this shit out of the way. Well, okay, so let's talk a little bit about the security implications of this problem. Okay, so as we know, politically, we are kind of butting heads with North Korea. As much as I think that's kind of a stunt, a little bit.
And
You think
what else
us
is new?
butting heads with the Koreans is not?
I mean, to a degree, I do think.
So
Yeah, oh, yeah.
here's a question: what if Donald Trump had thought that it was a real threat, and then
Well,
instantly,
he was actually, yeah, I
and
know
then
where you're going with
instantly
this.
sent a bomb to North Korea?
So we got to be happy, actually, that he was playing golf at the time.
Oh, good.
No, he was seriously
There's like
playing,
an 80%
No, no.
chance of that happening.
Seriously, he was seriously playing golf
He's like,
while
hit
this
the
happened.
button.
So maybe it was a good thing that he didn't push the button on the desk that was bigger than Kim Jong Un's. So
Do you think that there was some military general that was like, sir, we just got a word that Hawaii is being attacked. Should we notify the president? Let's just watch.
So I was reading this Reddit post, which was like, what did you do? Like, what did you have any crazy stories when you reacted to this before you found out it was a false alarm? Somebody who was stationed in Pearl Harbor woke up to the announcement, like woke up his bunkmate, told him the announcement. It's like, hey, dude, we're under attack. There's a missile alert going on, and the guy just kind of woke up. He said, they'll shoot it down, and then rolled over. Went back to sleep.
That's confidence.
I was expecting him to have like a PTSD flashback or something. That went left field for me.
That'd be like,
That's some real confidence. Like, fuck it, they'll get it.
they got it. They
They'll
got
shoot
this.
it down.
we got this. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Why worry? Because if not, I die dead. Like,
And honestly,
might as well.
that's how I feel.
Honestly, that's how I thought I would do. Like, that's what I think I would do too if I saw that notification and be like, well, I'm dead now.
what are you gonna do?
What
What
are
you
have
gonna
a
do?
bunker, man.
I don't
I'm
have
not
a
It's not
helicopter.
like it's gonna kill everybody.
Hopefully,
Like,
just me though.
Even in Nagasaki and Hiroshima,
Yeah, you're just gonna
people
grow a
live.
third testicle.
People
I mean,
are still-
there's
you know?
the most hopeful I can be at
Unfortunately
that
for
point
them,
is that
they
if
were
it
still
turns into
thirsty.
Fallout.
Remember
Fallout,
that?
You know what I'm
Do I
thinking
remember?
about?
I wasn't around
wasn't-
during that
I wasn't
time.
No,
there.
have you?
Hold on.
Do you remember reading about that?
Hold on. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the security implications regarding this
Yeah,
whole
security,
event.
yes.
Okay. So obviously, it's a big thing when one person is at the helm. Now, to my understanding, the emergency broadcast system is tested once a shift. Like basically at shift change, they test to make sure that it's working. Now you have a drop-down menu that has the actual alert versus a test alert.
Well, did you see the actual page? So there is drop down menus, but the actual page is like a set of like 6 or 7 different buttons to press. They were all different font sizes.
Yeah.
It looked
really?
like a terrible 90s HTML page.
It was a hot mess.
And I
I
guarantee
love
that's
that
what
about
it is.
government.
Yeah.
It's been like that's it. They implemented it like good enough. Roll it out.
Well, because
and
nobody
that's
has
it.
the ability to hack something that's that ancient, right?
Hold on. No. Hold on.
There's no such thing as security through obscurity.
Yeah,
But-
you're assuming a lot there.
Just
Well, that's why they use the big floppy disk thing still, isn't it?
that's just for
the
backups.
save icon?
That's just for backups.
No, they're still using that.
Oh,
on
magnetic-
the,
like
yeah,
magnetic
they're using
backup.
8.5 or
For-
8 floppy.
for backups, yeah, but not on their actual OSs and stuff. That's
How
just
do
for,
you know?
How many
You're
back,
right.
How many
You don't know. You don't have the clearance.
how many
level to
5
tell me
1/4 inch
this.
floppies do you need for a
Do I
backup?
know?
It sounds like a lot.
A lot.
It'd be at least 100,000.
I wish I was
Okay,
fucking a
so-
quarter-inch floppy.
So we obviously, like Zenify pointed out, ancient website or ancient web page. Okay, horribly designed, but also
all right, coming from a programming standpoint, I would, I think, honestly, what should have happened for whoever programmed this is if they choose the actual alert, there should have been a notification saying, "Are you sure this is not the drill alert?
And they should
Are
also
you sure
be-
you want to do this? Yes, absolutely sure? Question mark.
yeah, they didn't
Yes.
they didn't have that check either.
It should also be in 2 different menus: actual alerts, test alerts.
Well, how long did
Easy.
it take them to say, "Oh, I pressed the wrong button"? Were they just
37
like,
It took
minutes.
37 minutes.
that is insane.
for them to
They were
realize?
like, "Oh,
For 37 minutes, the entire state
Which
of
is
Hawaii was
which is
losing
crazy
their
because
I
fucking
would
you
love
would
to
think,
talk
you
to
would think
this
that
guy.
people would have cell phones on them. They get the notification right
Yeah,
away
right.
that says this is not a drill. You would think it would.
You're like, "Oh, somebody
The
else
dude in the
messed up."
bunker was like,
No, here's
Somebody's having a
Well,
bad day.
actually, saying that he's probably in some sort of Faraday cage or whatever, so he
Yeah.
probably wouldn't get the notification.
he probably would.
That's how you
Someone
know that it
upstairs
wasn't
is
an
in the same
accident.
Faraday
It's a
cage.
And
conspiracy.
I would imagine they would run down and be like, Johnson, what the fuck, dude? And he's like,
It was a
what, sir?"
conspiracy.
It's always
It was
Johnson.
totally a
no,
conspiracy.
it wasn't a
It was.
conspiracy.
Johnson.
They did it on purpose.
No, absolutely
Yes.
not.
Why would they do it on
People are
purpose?
just
Because
dumb.
it did not take them 37 minutes to realize.
No, here's the thing. Here's what I think happened. The person, which by the way, the guy who actually set off this alert has been reassigned. I think he should have been fired, but he was
What?
reassigned.
He's
Wait,
shit for
wait,
us,
wait.
isn't
Okay.
he?
Actually,
Anybody
I
kill
take that back. No,
themselves?
Hold
Time
on.
out.
I take that back. I wouldn't fire him because now he knows
If somebody killed
how to not
themselves.
fucking do it again.
No, but why would you
I
fire
mean,
him?
I feel
Yeah.
like you should know how to not do it in the first place.
Did
Well,
anybody
I hope
commit
so too, but
suicide?
apparently
I'm
not.
going to Google that.
It's been. I'm assuming it's been at least 30
Why
years.
does it practice seppuku?
Okay, we'll say 20 years since this has been implemented, and no one's ever fucked up until him. I feel like
He was tipsy.
he came in work. He's like,
He was
fuck
tipsy?
it. He's like, fuck it, I got it. No big deal.
my God.
And then he's like, ah, shit.
Well, here's what I think happened. Okay.
He probably lost a bet at the bar last night. Came into work, said, "Hold my beer," and then
No. So
Fucking tap.
So I just dropped into chat the allegedly what the picture is of what the guy would have
Look
seen.
how ridiculous that was.
wow, that looks like Craigslist.
So
Like
good
the-
news.
So what kind of chat are we talking about?
Good
Shane?
news
Wanna
is
talk
Oh
I
yeah,
don't-
sorry.
Talk about it?
We are talking about our Slack channel, and Grasshopper just figured out how to get into it with.
I
the
figured out how to get out of DMs and into the
Yeah, with the help
program.
of Zenify. So if you want to get an invite to our Slack, remember you can PM us on or DM us, sorry, on Twitter.
DM
ridiculous.
anyone but Chin.
The fuck are you talking about?
DM anyone but
I
Chin.
answer these DMs.
You right.
Hey, you guys, I have good news.
What's up?
Nobody killed themselves because of, as far as I can tell from Googling it very quickly.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I heard about
Nobody
that. Nobody.
killed
Well, the
themselves.
thing that I was going to bring up was,
So we're good. He doesn't have
What?
to get fired. I was going to say, if somebody killed themselves, he should at least
but
be
is
fired.
everybody accounted for? Because I'm thinking there's some poor soul
Aw,
out there who saw
you're
this
making
and
me
then
sad.
actually no, he's not dead. He's in a
Okay.
fucking bunker somewhere.
Oh.
No communication because he's like, shit, I'm going to my bunker. He's going to be there for 10 years in a
Oh,
fallout
that's true.
shelter.
Yeah,
He's
well,
gonna
but
have the
you
best
could hear
lawsuit in
when
10
missiles
years.
don't
I
hit.
mean, 6 stories
Hold on,
down.
hold on.
You don't hear that shit.
Yeah, he'll have a good lawsuit though.
First of all, okay, I think
That's
I know why nobody killed
He's
themselves.
he's putting on his pit boy and just quietly waiting.
You guys, I think I know why they didn't kill themselves though. Okay, remember, this story hits close to home. I have family who is from Hawaii.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised that I didn't get a text saying, "Hey, goodbye, love you," or whatever. I was kind of surprised. Maybe they just don't care.
Maybe they just
kinda
don't love you as
surprised
much
that
as you
they
think
don't
they
love
do.
you.
No, but here's what I'm not surprised about though.
Not at all
I'm not
surprised.
surprised. I'm not surprised that nobody killed themselves over this because in Hawaii it's very laid back. They almost have a doxy attitude when it comes to life circumstances. Like,
I love
it's about to happen. Okay.
I love that that's a thing.
No, seriously.
A doxy
I think that
attitude.
your family just doesn't love you.
No, they're wow. Thanks.
Yeah.
No, but no, seriously, guys. The Hawaiian type of attitude is very like, well, if it happens, it happens. If it's very laid back, and so I'm not surprised at all that nobody said, "Oh shit's hitting the fan. Let me kill myself." So, I mean,
Makes sense.
But
from
also,
personal experience.
but
He just doesn't want to face the
to
truth.
get back to the security aspect, I want to get back to this menu that.
Oh, did you see the picture?
I saw the picture.
Yeah, you
Can I
saw
see
the
the picture?
That is supposedly
It's in
the
Slack.
picture
Pictures
of a.
on our Slack
I have an
channel.
iPhone.
Yes, you have an iPhone.
So if this is a real menu, which is very likely that it is, first off, trash.
Yeah.
Second, it would take the most minimal amount of effort to move these into two separate
It looks
lists.
like Craigslist.
I honestly think it predates CSS.
It absolutely is because
Yeah.
it's nothing but links. It's just literal HTML
It's
links.
Craigslist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like HTML 1.0
It's-
or something.
And it's extremely easy to move these into at least two separate lists to say actual alerts, test alerts, like that.
Or at least, like, do what they do with the terms of service. You can't actually click the next button
Until
until
you
you
have a-
click the terms of
They
service
should have a
button.
warning
Yeah.
if Trump isn't golfing popping up.
It's like if Trump isn't golfing, don't push this
Yeah,
button.
do not.
It's-
Whatever you
It's
do.
it's a good thing that warning won't appear a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
but I don't know.
80% of the time, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's irresponsible for it to be this outdated and this shitty, this like in 2018, 2017,
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
Like,
you know
it's-
that was $1 million contract.
Absolutely. Somebody's like, yeah, man, I can get that done for you. They pulled this up. They're like, good enough.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Oh, it's good forever."
Yeah,
Bye.
absolutely.
So there's actually a little wrinkle to the story here. So apparently that first issue, the first image that I posted up that looks kind of like Craigslist is actually not the correct one. But I can't necessarily say that the other one looks that much better.
It's almost worse.
I thought the other one had a drop-down menu. Didn't it have a drop-down menu?
This looks like
I
that
heard
might
about
be it.
I heard about a drop-down menu. Is what I
this
heard.
is almost worse.
I heard about it here from you guys saying.
I thought it was a
earlier.
drop-down menu.
Well,
But
check it out, because the second one in those pictures does look like it's a
Hawaii,
drop-in.
if you want me to design another one of these for you, just toss me a few Heinekens.
Just give me a
Right?
call. Give me a call.
Give me- wait, I'll take some
Should have
coconut
like a banner
porter.
alert
Oh,
going
yeah.
across.
From Maui
Like
Brewing
everybody
Company.
thinks
I
they're
mean,
about
come
to
on.
die. Warning. You pressed a button. Do you remember?
It's like, do you really want to push this button? I don't know, but I feel like it's
Yeah. There should be an "Are you sure?" I mean, "Are you sure?"
At the
least.
very least.
At the very-
there should be an "Are you sure?"
or some sort of verification, like input, actual missile alert. Like you have to write that out.
If,
I
if
get
my
that-
dumb,
I
if
got
my
one of
dumb
those
podcast
notifications.
app requires me to press back twice to exit,
Right.
there should be a confirm
Exactly.
to send an actual.
I get that
nuclear
on like an
alert.
appointment. When I was scheduling appointments for this ranch place. It's a long story, but they had really simple programs. But I still had a confirm button that I had to press. It
Yeah.
was really annoying.
Just deleting repos from GitHub is like, if you want to delete this repo, write
sometimes
the name of the repo.
yeah, because it's gone forever.
and that's the bare minimum you can do.
Yeah.
I feel.
Well,
but obviously they've proven me wrong.
So I do know that they are going to be adding a confirm button. I know that
How do you know that? Do you know someone?
it's
Your
been
clearance
reported.
level isn't high enough.
Okay.
It's been reported.
All right.
Oh,
all
okay.
right.
Why is he
Now.
questioning this shit that I... Dude, I told you, this story hits close to home. I have researched this shit. Relax.
So
Call
then,
some
He
people
has
on Big Island.
researched-
I've researched
Is
it.
so then,
researched.
Research.
Hold on, there's two things here. First
yeah,
of all,
so I wanted to
Thing
say
one.
the second thing.
there's a confirm thing, what we were just talking about, and also there's two people that are going to be involved in this process.
Oh, okay,
So
I wasn't
it's
what
like
I was gonna say.
it's a turnkey. So no, you know how like with nuclear weapons, you have two people holding the keys.
I've seen war
And they're
games.
yeah, exactly like war games, right? So you're turning the key same time. They're both confirming yes, yes. You see what I see, kind of thing.
Right.
So they're gonna have that on top of the "Are you sure?" button because you
So
need that.
the second thing in my mind that I was going to say was, this wasn't their only breaking news offense in the last week.
Oh yeah, go ahead,
The
Zedby.
fucking second one was they decided to hold a press conference to show how fucking awesome they are, and it was just a human error, false positive. And guess what? They left a fucking password on a
Oh,
sticky note
yes.
on their monitor,
Yes.
and then posted that to national news. This password was the password to that very same system. It was warning point 2, by the way. And he's probably changed it to warning point 4, so try that, hackers.
It's probably
Or don't try that.
warning point 18 at this point. He's
Yeah.
like, let's make it even harder.
Dude, I was like, when I saw that on Twitter, I was like, wait. I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, it's not a troll. That's
it's
not
not a
happening.
troll. People use the enhanced function on Photoshop, and they fucking blew that
Enhance.
shit up, and it is a password on the monitor, just right there. Like, how could you have two major security fuck-ups in 1 week? You figured they'd have clean desktops, but nah, come on.
Were they
Absolutely
talking
not.
about
Thank you
the
for that,
first
Richard Satchel.
security
He just
fuck-up
posted-
when they did the second one? Is that what
what's
we're
up?
saying?
Yeah, I feel like they were doing a press conference about
Right.
the first.
Yeah, they were doing a press.
That is
they were,
awesome.
They were doing a
That is-
little.
You can't get more ironic.
Well, I feel like what people need to realize is that these systems are manned by regular people, by regular lackadaisical people, just like you and me,
Yep.
who just come into work and they're like, I get a change password every 30 days. Fuck it. I don't fucking know. And they're just writing stuff down. And it's terrible. And I don't write my passwords down because I'm not a fool. But also, it's just people in these offices are like, I'm just fucking here to do this job. And they're just sitting at a desk or whatever. And they just want the easy.
This is an important job. Do they have a clearance level? Do we know that? They've got to have a
If
clearance.
Let
I
me-
had to
okay,
change my
all I wanna-
password, I
all I
would
wanna
just change a letter.
All I want to
You
say
go through
is,
security training. If you have a
wait.
clearance.
Let me tell you. Well, let me tell you about this, about the security training and about the security level, security clearances. Security training is a joke for DoD military members. It's a joke. 2, security clearances. I don't want to say they're a joke, but
They're a joke.
obviously they're not the most well trained people, and it's a lot of that. It's just like, what's fucking, I don't know, whatever, man. It's just
doing the
it's-
fucking
it's-
paper? Is
It's
that what you're
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah. It's just these fucking. It's just regular ass people. They're not like extremely well trained. They don't go. I mean, they definitely know more, but as to whether they actually retain that and actually practice it, coin toss, 100%. Unless something's directly threatening their job or some like just like an inspection or whatever, it's absolutely the same as any other job. It's just like we don't need this right now. When inspection around, it's like, oh, clean it up. Let's make it nice.
It's the cog in the wheel syndrome.
Yeah, but if it's not like a big day, it's just like whatever. Throw it up there. Who cares?
Yeah.
No one's gonna
Nobody's
look
as
at it.
neurotic as
Post-it
us
note.
that
Who
thinks
cares?
about worst case scenario from our actions constantly, right?
It's to them it's just a 9 to 5. You go in, you do your missile test, you go home.
That's
But
the curse of a hacker.
for other people it's a bit more involved in that, but for them it's just whatever, click.
And that guy's probably like, well, no one's going to break in here and start a missile alert.
Oh, why
so-
would they? Why would anybody want to do that?
No one's
They
come
don't
here for the
even
last
think that.
30 years. Who's gonna come in here now?
Yeah.
Until the one day
Cylons
until the
make
one day they
Until
do
the
it.
one
Yeah.
day you did a press conference and showed your computer screen.
It's like, hey Gary, did you take your password down? What? Oh shit. Oh man.
So
There's nobody in Hawaii named Gary.
So
bet.
There's
Bet
someone
me.
in Hawaii. Named-
Bet me.
Probably there. Okay, maybe one person in Hawaii named
Yeah,
Gary.
he's the one that fucked up.
yeah,
Fucking
and his
Gary.
last
Well,
name.
fuck
Every
Gary.
time
And
it's
his last
Gary.
name
We
was
gotta get rid of
Johnson.
him. Sorry.
It's always
Gary
a
Johnson.
You know what?
Gary
I was
Johnson.
just going back to that whole thing he said about the bunker. Why don't we go build a bunker right now and put somebody down there for like 2 years and then they can sue and get a giant lump sum?
Are we gonna build a bunker? Who's building this
Wait, I
bunker
wanna
first of
follow
all?
up.
Anybody
have-
that wants money from the scam.
That's not how this works
Wait.
because
I don't know how this.
how long
yeah.
is it? How long is it going to take to build a bunker? It's not going to take.
Years.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Months. Okay, I'll say months.
Okay,
Well, not if you do
They're
structural
not going to be able to
integrity
carbon
testing.
date when you built it.
If you do full testing, like structural integrity, flood tests, it's going to take years.
So
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to do any of that because it's not a real bunker.
It's
a fake bunker.
Can I pivot back to something really
so you're just
quick
doing that to
here?
scam the government.
Yes.
So,
To sue them.
who bet who about the Gary thing?
Oh god damn it! Did you really? Did you
Yes.
really just fact check, you
Yes.
asshole?
So here's I'm
You
pretty
just
sure-
Googled people named Harry in Hawaii.
Gary, I said Gary.
I mean,
No,
Gary
I
in
went to a
Hawaii.
very famous website of people searching. I use it all the time.
You asshole.
It actually says no results found for Gary.
Yes! I
should've
win.
bet.
I should have bet.
They're all in
Yeah.
California.
I don't believe
should've
that.
bet.
Probably is.
I don't believe that.
But-
Dude, I'm telling you, there's nobody in Hawaii named Gary.
Now you just know your website is
Well,
broken because there's definitely
Wait
no
a
Gary.
second,
That
though.
can't
What
be.
You got
about
Pearl
the
Harbor.
snail
Pearl
from
Harbor's got people from all
SpongeBob?
over
Is
the
he
place.
on Hawaiian sand underneath the ocean?
Who?
Bikini Bottom.
The snail.
Gary
from
the
Spon-
snail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
So
seriously?
real quick, going back on topic here, to talk about the second
Yes.
security thing with the post-it note. I found this article that says Richard Raposa, a spokesman for Hawaii EMA, told Hawaii News Now that the password is authentic and was actually used for a quote internal application. And then it goes on to say he clarified, saying quote, "It wasn't for any major piece of software."
No,
I
no.
wonder if it was if they were just hacked in the first place, and by hacked I mean somebody read the password and just typed it in and did it.
I don't know. I don't
When the
think
guy was like getting a sandwich or something.
I don't think it's connected to any kind of external network. At least it shouldn't be.
That password?
No, I mean they
No,
were
the-
like
the
at his
drill app.
computer, and he was like, "This
Oh,
would
it
be a funny way to
shouldn't be.
prank Joe today."
It definitely shouldn't be.
What if that's what happened?
So like a Facebook hack gone wrong.
Yeah, yeah, Facebook hack gone wrong.
Yeah, this is really fucking Gary Johnson.
This will really rustle some feathers.
Oh yeah, so
Fucking Gary.
Akeen,
Fucking Gary.
Akeen in our
The
chat, he
saltiest
says
crank.
it's on an air gap network, but still they shouldn't have allowed that photo.
Yeah,
Which they
they shouldn't
definitely-
allow. They shouldn't allow.
I mean, do you think
cameras on
any?
the premises.
I mean, journalists still like journalists and breaking news, media. They're still kind of trained in this to actually, salt stuff or redact stuff. Wouldn't they have seen that?
No.
Or were they just didn't give a shit?
They were interested in getting their public opinion rising
Yeah.
immediately.
I feel,
Right
like,
away.
I feel like they didn't notice because they wanted to get out really fast, and also if they did notice, they didn't understand the implications. They're just like, whatever, man. It's just a note. Can I put it up?
Hey, you know what's better than having to scrub all your photos later? Don't keep your passwords on Post-it notes on
Yeah.
your monitor.
In the first place.
So one other
Put them under your
important.
keyboard like a normal person.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
come on, that's what everybody does. So one other important thing that I think I should mention here, I'll just go ahead and throw this link up in the chat.
I just saw
there
it.
are 16 people named Gary Arakaki in Hawaii.
This is the real news.
Richard Satchel's got
Use
my
a better
back.
website.
This is
I
the
got
real
you,
news.
fam.
Damn it,
You lost.
I
Zenify.
use a lot of different websites.
Are you now happy you didn't bet?
Whatever, I gave him a high five.
Hey, let's bet whoever is wrong dyes their hair.
Well, that's not exactly fair.
No,
Okay.
so the context is BGM and him bet.
Yeah, he actually dyed
about
his
a
hair
year
yellow
ago.
for that.
Oh,
He
yeah.
dyed his hair
Oh, that's
blonde.
fantastic.
You missed it.
You could
Yep.
grow a beard though, and then have to dye it.
He can't grow.
I can't grow. Are you kidding me? I'm Asian. My beard that I would grow
You
is
just
very
have forever
thin.
5 o'clock shadow.
Looks like
Kinda,
a cat,
yeah.
Don't shave
like a
it.
catfish. It's just got.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
I don't know.
No, seriously, I'm not joking. That's how it
okay.
happens.
So it's a nice segue from Chin's catfish beard hair.
You be catfished by my beard.
I know
You
OnePlus.
Photoshop
Anything?
beards onto your pictures for your internet profiles.
I know OnePlus had the credit card breach,
Ooh, yeah.
Right,
Well,
right.
Zenify knows this one.
which I know Zenify was talking about earlier today.
Do you want to take this one, Zen?
Yeah, so OnePlus, they're a phone manufacturer. They had a credit card breach of about 40,000 users.
Oops.
Which is pretty substantial.
And let me see. Talks amongst yourselves real quick. I want to confirm. I
Any-
think it was just
So,
isolated to
just-
their website for purchasing, not beyond that.
So it was people who had their information stored though on the OnePlus.
I don't know if it was
On the OnePlus servers.
Is it tied to the phone? Like is it bloatware that comes with the phone?
Well,
Like
I know.
Android Wallet, but for OnePlus.
I'm honestly not sure. I haven't read into it, so I don't know. But I know before they were talking about OnePlus phones
so-
sending data back to.
It appears to be isolated to their OnePlus online store to purchase the phones. So it's not on the phones themselves. They're not using any apps on the phone that would
Right,
have
right.
stored that data. So the phones themselves weren't breached, but the store to purchase the phones were.
Now, back in November of last year, it came out that OnePlus smartphones have this huge security flaw where they store way too much data on their servers, like everything about a user. I wonder if this also
Could have been the.
could be the reason.
I want to
Maybe
say
they never got rid of the data, even though they said they did.
Well, I feel like if that was the case, it would be a lot more than 40,000. But I also don't have hard numbers on how many
Yeah,
phones
I was
they
trying
sold.
to search how many OnePluses were sold. But
I
couldn't find it in time.
I feel anecdotally like it's a lot, but I don't have any numbers to back that up, so I don't have any opinion on this.
40,000. I mean,
That's not even enough to recoup their investment on building the phone.
what if you limit it to the latest one? Was it OnePlus?
OnePlus
5?
5T?
Yeah.
Possibly. Totally possible, but I don't know. I
It's
honestly don't
crazy
know.
that they actually stored the credit card numbers, the expiration date,
They're,
and
you
the
know,
security code.
legally
all
they're
of it.
not allowed to store the security code.
Yeah.
They
Legally,
stored
they
all
can't store
three
security
in the
code.
same database.
That's why it always asks you for your security
Yeah.
code again and again. They're not legally allowed to store that.
So they fucking did.
Do you know what I do to combat this?
Use
I-
privacy.com.
Purposely
That's what I do.
lose my
Yes,
debit card every 30 days. So I just keep on getting those like temporary debit cards from from
Oh,
Wells
the
Fargo.
From
you
your-
could do,
from
you
your
could do,
bank?
privacy.com.
From your bank?
They
Yeah.
give you virtual debit cards. That's what I use.
A much
That's what
easier
it's
option is
on
to use
Oh, yeah.
privacy.com.
Yep.
I just go there because that way I have to change, like I have to look at all my monthly subscriptions and decide again if I actually need all these things.
That sounds
did
like
that
a
recently.
lot of
That I
That's
paid
a lot of
$60
work.
That's a
for.
lot of work.
No, it's good because before I was literally spending like $60 a month on just random apps that I paid for premium and stuff like that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no. Use privacy.com.
Yeah, use privacy.com.
All right, I'll
Easy.
put it in my
They're,
notes.
Listen to BGM.
So obviously in this style
Peter
of breach,
Stormare. Nope, read that wrong.
oh, Peter's. Oh, Jesus. Never mind. Says small bone.
Small bone.
So obviously, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be providing credit monitoring. Now, I'm curious: are they providing credit monitoring to the famous Equifax that had their breach 6 months ago?
Wait, who is?
OnePlus. They're providing credit monitoring, but
What?
I'm not sure who they're providing it by. Who's?
Also,
fucking circle jerk.
why are they providing credit monitoring? Like,
To
To the people that,
no, I'm saying, are they? Oh, they're providing.
like,
Free?
if you were one of the 40,000 people that
Wait,
got
wait,
your
wait.
shit,
But,
Yeah.
but okay.
Actually, hold on. That's a great question because if all they still is credit card information, then fraud isn't identity
Identity
theft
theft
is
is,
not
yeah.
going to be one of the cases. So what's the credit monitoring?
Yeah.
It's pretty much just them saying, "Hey, we fucked up. Sorry, take this free thing."
But also-
they might as well just say, "But keep an eye on your bank," you know, because that's what really is going to.
But also, I'm curious
Indicate that
why
you're-
you would think they would be providing credit monitoring to Experian or Equifax. Sorry.
No, so they're not providing it by Equifax. I'm saying, well,
Oh.
that was a scenario.
Oh, who-
they haven't specified who they're providing it by.
It might be Equifax. in
It
that
probably
case.
fucking is
funny.
Equifax because they need business right now.
Meme.
Do they though?
Do they?
I mean,
I don't think they do, man.
probably want
I don't think
more.
any credit
They
bureau
monitor
needs
credit
business.
whether you like it or not.
I
That's
don't
the
think,
problem.
Yeah.
any credit bureau needs business.
Oh yeah, so it's not really business.
So McNutt posted a comment in the chat, and he says he wondered if they became a target after the whole information collection thing came out, which makes sense. After the news came out about them collecting all that user information.
And how easy it was to get.
Yeah.
Because all you had to do was enable engineer mode in the OnePlus.
Oh boy! And then if they became a target after that, which sounds extremely likely.
Yep, probably.
they have.
All right.
I honestly see a connection between the two.
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
a question.
Answer.
Am I one of these 40,000? What is the website we're talking
Do you have
about?
a OnePlus?
Do you have a OnePlus?
You have an
phone?
iPhone.
You have an iPhone.
Oh
You're,
gosh.
you're not one of them then.
Oh, okay, good. I got scared for a
Have
second.
you-
I don't know what a OnePlus is.
It's
a
a
phone.
phone brand.
It's one of the
Okay.
several hundred phone
Good.
stocks.
I thought you
that
were like
own.
saying iPhone.
No. So,
So the
so it runs
closest-
it runs Android.
The closest thing I can get to a sales number was from the article back in November during the first breach.
Yeah.
From Wired that says OnePlus has sold millions of smartphones. Not an actual number.
That's
but
that's a real accurate number
Yeah.
right there.
Millions.
but that's a lot more than
It's a
40,000.
lot more than 40,000.
It is a lot more-
I
but-
mean,
but-
it's easier to ballpark tens of thousands.
But also, they've released 6 phones at this point. The OnePlus, the OnePlus X, the OnePlus.
The
Fuck, I don't remember the
reason
number.
why-
The naming convention.
So the initial the November story that I think there's a link between that one and this one. It says most OnePlus phones are affected by the engineering mode
yeah.
breach.
So it's probably at least a few million.
Yeah.
At least, I would say.
So I wonder where they got the 40,000 number from.
Maybe that might be for just the OnePlus 5T. That might just be new users signed up. like they changed something in their payment processing
Yeah.
algorithm or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what they're pulling now.
Did you guys happen
They're
to
temporarily
read?
disabling credit card payments on the site. So are these people who bought OnePluses from the website?
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
So it
Okay.
definitely sounds like it's only affecting 5Ts then, or any new purchases.
Any new purchases,
and
right.
check it out. The company said customers who entered their credit card details on the company site between mid-November and January 11th. So that was
So
when
that's
the
what I was going
engineer
to say.
mode breach
They
was.
say that the attack happened through a malicious script that was injected into the payment page code. So that means they had access to the actual code of the web page, and then there was just a script like a.
Or XSS, it
Yeah.
could be cross-site scripting. It didn't have to be. They didn't need actual admin
So it
access
happened.
to
It
the
happened.
page.
Yeah,
They
it
could have
happened on
injected
the
it in there.
user's side, the user's browser, accessing the website, and then it just captured payment data
Yeah.
from the user side. So
It could have been like an ad that was on the page that
Yeah.
had the malicious script in there. It could be a number of things.
Imagine the stomach drop when you notice that code in there.
Like I can imagine that IT team being like, "Oh fuck."
I bet you that guy's like, oh, but at least I didn't nuke Hawaii.
Well, at least I didn't.
No
nuke
one knew Hawaii.
North Korea.
They sent a
North
false
Korea
alarm.
didn't get nuked because of me.
They sent a false alarm.
Damn, I can't imagine how.
Yeah, like anything, they have a plethora of trackers and ads on their website.
That would hurt. Yeah, I'd be like,
New job, I'm not dealing with this.
nice knowing you guys. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here now. Sorry.
Yep.
And just go home.
Late.
I would just immediately find somebody to blame it on.
It's that IT dude, guaranteed.
The one that
You know
nobody
who it was?
likes.
It was
the one
Gary.
It was Gary.
Gary
the
Johnson.
Guy,
They're-
it's the
they're-
guy that,
Gary
that puts
Johnson.
stuff in the microwave that smells funny.
It's like
that
they're-
guy.
They're gonna go to their board meeting, and be like, what happened? Why did we detect
Gary?
this sooner? It's like fucking Gary wasn't here that Friday that the thing happened.
He was
and-
busy.
I just-
he was busy pushing buttons in Hawaii.
I just want to list a caveat. I want to
He was
list a
busy
caveat
hacking
while we're at the
Facebook
inception
hack.
of this meme. But to any Gary Johnsons listening to our podcast right now, nothing against you.
Not you. You're cool.
We're
It's
very
just it's
sorry.
always
I
a
grew
Gary
up with
Johnson.
one.
Yeah.
I grew up with a Gary
Guys,
Fuller.
what if the guy who did send that false alarm was actually named Gary?
Weirder things have happened.
That's the meme.
Weirder things have happened.
That's the meme.
Oh my god. Sorry, I just had to bring it back. bring it back. a
Bring
little
it
bit.
back.
Memes are
Bring it-
actually a
bring it
form of
back.
magic, so it's probably a true prediction.
I believe that.
Real quick, the company, in this article, it says the company is looking, quote, to provide credit card monitoring.
Oh,
So they
really?
haven't actually done it yet.
Dude, if
They're
that
looking to do
happens, magic is real for sure, right?
Why?
If it ends up being Gary, if they find out that it was Gary, if they
Oh, you're
leak
still
the
in that.
name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that it would be magic if they provided credit reporting.
No.
Oh, no, no, no.
No, I would believe.
Gary.
I
would believe in
You know,
magic.
I believe in a small bit of magic in this world already. I feel like that would solidify it for me.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it.
We'd have to become like a Christian podcast.
You seem annoyed with us, Chen.
I'm not annoyed with you guys. I'm just like overwhelmed, I think.
With
is
all
what
of
it
this.
is.
No, he's disappointed at how many people are named Gary in Hawaii.
Yeah, no, seriously, I kind of am. I'm sorry.
16 just with that one last name alone.
Any Gary in Hawaii, if I meet you,
they all
I'll buy you a
related?
beer.
Yeah, you're a rare person.
Are they all
I'm gonna
related?
buy you a
Like,
beer.
could they
Oh,
not be?
Gary the
I always just dropped a
Ice
reference.
Gary the
A
Ice
reference is just too bad
Nothing's
from
too bad.
Archer. Are you sure?
Nothing's too bad for Greynoise.
No, I don't know if I should do it.
Is it? Nothing's too
Chen
bad
used
for
to tell
Greynoise.
people not to blow on the mics, so I mean,
It's just as rare as a
No, he used to tell people
no,
to
I
give the
can't
mic a
do it.
blowjob.
Do
okay.
it. Say it. Now you've
what
flipped
the-
it
what
up.
the fuck are we talking
You've
about?
gone too far
To
now.
give the mic a blowjob.
I
Do you remember
can't
that?
even say
Oh,
it right.
yeah.
Let me type it up.
Oh, that's because people were like talking like back here,
Yeah.
and we didn't have optimization. We didn't have the pop filter. We didn't have all these things.
Yeah.
We didn't have.
That was back when we had like 7 community mics.
I mean, we've been. Oh, when we used to put them on the table.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a horrible.
We've
mistake.
been through a lot of iterations.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. Eventually, we're gonna figure out how to do an actual podcast.
Don't you
Until
worry,
then-
audience.
One of these days.
Until then.
We're gonna get it down eventually.
All 8 of you. We'll
8
figure
of
it
you.
out.
We're gonna one day we're gonna come back and be like, man, remember when we were such amateurs for those 5 years we did this? Yeah, absolutely.
That's how that stuff is, man.
did you guys happen to see that Google paid a $112,000 bug bounty to an Android researcher for finding a flaw?
Was
Wait,
it was
wait,
it was
what?
it malware unicorn?
No, not maybe. Shit.
Because I do love her.
Is that the only reason why you brought that up? Okay, I mean,
I
I
mean,
linked her this morning.
I mean,
so-
I watched that video. I didn't respond, but I watched a video you posted about her reverse engineering
shell
talk or
code?
whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I already really enjoyed her work and whatnot, but even more so now. So.
Now we know
Because you
why-
actually
now
saw
we
what she
know
looks like
why-
in person.
now we know why he was
You know
late.
what? I can't
Yeah.
be. She's attractive. Okay, I can't be held at
Where's this
fault for that. Malware unicorn.
that was completely not what I was talking about. He just
Well, she's
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
doing
he
that.
hijacked. He
She's-
hijacked your.
She's
your
also
topic.
a malware researcher, so
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I mean, yeah,
this
it's
It's
for
person.
reverse
relevant.
engineering, but not for Android phones.
I didn't know that.
I mean, you would if you fucking watch her.
I do watch her.
You just watch her. You
That
don't
sounded
actually
creepy.
listen
That
to
sounds
her.
Yeah, that-
really creepy.
That you. Yeah.
If Vlad Fox here, she would punch me straight in the neck. Sorry, I
But
apologize.
It's actually interesting. He was paid for 2 different,
You
bugs
said it. You said
that he
it the
found.
same way someone who is legally not allowed to be within 50 miles of a school would say it.
I gotta
Wait,
go with BGM on this.
Is that if I'm sorry, what were you trying to say?
Bro.
Oh no! I just saw another article.
Yeah,
Google. That was
paid a
Google's
researcher
highest like
$112,000.
payment like ever.
Ever
That's, I
Yeah,
mean, if it's
they've never paid that high before for a bug bounty.
for
so
you said 120,000.
112. It was
12.
2 different bugs that he found. One was worth $105,000. The other was worth $7,000.
But
Damn.
to Google, you know, have you ever seen that episode of The Simpsons where Homer goes to work for Hank Scorpio and he's like, and he asks for coffee and He gets the coffee and he's like, "You got any sugar?" And Hank Scorpio searches in his pockets and he like just grabs a handful of sugar and gives it to him. And he's like, sorry, it's not in packets. I feel like that's what $112,000 is to Google.
Yeah.
It's sugar that's not in packets that they just happen to have in their
It's
pockets.
like a something that I hear a
was
lot.
me,
It's like a
okay?
bucket of
That's what
water.
popped in my head.
You
It's
can
not
stick your
my
finger in a
fault.
bucket of water, and then as soon as you pull it out, there's no hole in that. It just fucking fills up right away.
I would love to have that experience, but
Yeah.
I'm not at that level yet. So I'll just sit here and read the stories.
You're at that level. I believe in you.
Hey, I love that. BGM's my biggest supporter.
I am.
Where you at, Chin?
I don't know. Once you do the whole Gary thing, you lost me.
Oh, because I ruined your.
I mean, once BGM had to start coding the app that you said you were going to code.
Wait
I
a minute. Wait a minute.
Ooh, so, shots fired! Shots fired!
I'm doing the iOS version of the app. Thank you very much.
You are?
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why I'm programming it in dumb Kotlin, so it's easier to convert over to Swift.
Hey, thank you. BGM's my savior.
So basically, it's gonna be a cut and paste.
I'm your
and cut and
biggest
paste in his
supporter.
code.
You just said.
You can't cut and paste from Kotlin to Swift, but it is very similar.
You can almost.
Almost. It's very close.
You could almost. You
But
just have to change the dependencies.
Don't tell them
from
that.
Android to iOS.
Let me have my glory for a little bit.
Python's very hard.
Python is hard as fuck,
Oh,
man.
so
No,
hard.
it's not.
Python's the easiest. It's like I'm talking normally. I love Python.
That's the secret.
That's
Python's
the
hard
joke.
AF. All right, sorry.
That's
So,
the joke, Judge.
Does it say what these vulnerabilities were that he discovered in Zenify?
What's up?
Does it say?
All Android phones are constantly being monitored. I'm just kidding.
I was
I
like,
mean,
I was gonna
yeah.
say yes, we know that, but I don't think that's what these specific vulnerabilities are.
This one's just a remote code execution in the Chrome reader on Android apps, and the other is a bug in Android's. What's that word?
libgralloc?
Yeah, sure. That module. That's
Also
also used.
libgralloc module. G-allocate? Yeah, libgallocate.
Yeah, so that which is also in Chrome's sandbox.
Okay.
So two things with their Chrome app.
G-allocate's probably something that allocates memory or something. Just guessing about that.
I mean, it's using lib, so.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Library.
Just I was thinking about the browser Chrome, and this is completely outside of anything we've been talking about tonight. But at work, I had to install IE on someone's Mac.
That's disgusting.
It number one is
Why?
disgusting.
Why would you allow
Why
that?
ever?
Because a lot of websites that do certain things haven't been updated in a very long time, so they still use ActiveX plugins and whatnot. So you can only use IE on them.
I had that happen.
Doxy. So when I was a sysadmin, I would install a Firefox plugin that ran IE.
Oh, yeah.
and
I
so
know that
it
one.
would run IE style
tab.
stuff.
It's more than the browser agent. You need actual IE for them to run the attachments that are in the site.
Yeah.
So ActiveX,
So you need ActiveX and stuff.
huge security flaw.
Yeah. I ran into that same issue today with my company.
Among other things.
Is it?
So the last time IE was ported or was allowed install on Mac was in 05 with
Yeah.
IE 8, I believe.
Yep.
So I've been racking my brain all day trying to get installed, and I got like Wine and up whatever on the Mac. It didn't work. It's just a pain in my ass. So then I just swapped out their Mac with the Windows, and I was like, this is what you're gonna have now. If you need IE, you're just gonna use a
Wait,
fucking Windows
I have a
machine.
question for you. Is whatever they need to use IE for, is that an app that you guys use internally? Like, is it
No, it's
developed
for-
by you, or is it a third party?
No, third party.
Drop that fucking third party. What the fuck?
We'll talk more about why we can't after the show, but we can't. Well, I'll tell you why afterwards.
Man, everybody fucking copies everybody else when they make
No.
shit. There's another
Yeah.
one of these
Nah,
people.
we'll talk after this. I don't want to say it online. I don't know if it's like confidential or whatever, but I can't say it
Yeah,
on
don't
the
worry
air.
about it.
So
According
we'll
to
talk after the
Stack
show.
Exchange, another way you could have gone is to install VirtualBox on the Mac.
I
and
could
then-
have, but it's
installing
more of a headache for the user, and
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna say that.
it's extremely frustrating. Not extremely, but it would be a pain in the ass for them to have to load up
For you to have
VirtualBox
to
every
teach them
time.
how to do that.
Exactly,
That's
and
saving
Microsoft
you
Edge.
time.
Edge doesn't work in Wine Bottler.
you can use something called Browser Stack. It doesn't require VM or dual boot.
Browser Stack. Send me that link, sir.
Right.
Also, what the fuck? But you can't use Edge. Edge doesn't work on Macs.
Were you using Stack
Oh, it doesn't.
Overflow at all?
It does
I'm
not.
kind of surprised.
Stack Exchange.
Gross.
Stack Exchange
Gross.
does not
This
work
is
on
why
Macs.
I have a
I was
problem
on
with
Stack
you and
Overflow.
your Mac. You should have a different computer to bring here.
This is.
He's been using a Mac for
have.
like
Mac
4 years, 3 years.
This is all. Hey, hey, hey! This
That's
is all I
fine.
have.
I'm not fucking.
This is all I
I
have.
want one too, but
But
I just want
also-
one just because I'd like, buying
Why?
shit. I don't know.
They're
Why?
good machines, honestly.
There- Also, I want to say a Mac is a fantastic machine.
Yeah.
If you don't need to do gross ass Active
If you don't want to have
plugins.
twice the computer for the same price.
I didn't pay for it, so I would never pay for a Mac. That is true. This is absolutely true. But if someone's like, "Hey man, would you like this?" Fuck yes. That's my thing.
They're nice. I worked on one for about 3.5, 4 years. They're nice.
They're
I've
nice.
never been able to. It like burns my hands when I touch them.
Wow, you should get that checked out.
Yeah, that's probably something that's not
I'm
related to the
allergic
computer.
to Mac. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Is that a
Oh,
five on point tonight?
I saw this BGM. It doesn't work.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't work anymore ever since. Wait, this is Edge. I did look into this earlier. Now that you're seeing, now that I've seen the link, it didn't quite work. So
Clicked over at 8 o'clock.
That sucks.
I tried. I'm a good Googler. You had me
Yeah,
doubting
it
myself for a
startled her.
second. I was like,
We had a
fuck, I
moment.
missed something that obvious. I tried. But anyway, this is completely unrelated. But I want to say that IE should go die in a garbage fire, and anyone who still uses plugins and whatnot should die also in
go
a garbage
die,
fire.
damn, dude.
I mean, even
That's intense.
even Internet Explorer's engineers are like that because as soon as you open up Edge for the first time
Yeah.
on Windows install, it's like, please give it a shot. Please.
Yeah.
As
Come
you
on,
type
guys.
in
Come on,
Chrome.com.
No, not again.
Here are some links you might like. Chrome installation.
I like how IE's homepage now says that it's like 90% faster than Chrome and Firefox.
90%?
Sure.
When it gets to be 90%, I start to disbelieve it a little bit.
When it's 90% faster, I'll take a look
Is
at
that
it.
edge.com?
I'll check it out.
Faster. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Faster, safer browser than Chrome. 48% faster than Chrome, and then 32% faster than Firefox.
The only problem I have with Chrome is its energy consumption, its power consumption.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
why
only
you-
Every
that's
single
why you
tab
get,
has a different thread.
Yeah, it's all sandbox, and each tab is
Solar
its own
panels?
sandbox. Solar panels? No.
I was trying to brainstorm for you.
No.
So
Session Buddy. Get the fucking app Session Buddy.
it
on
freezes,
Chrome.
freezes all the other ones.
Dude, that shit changed my life in
Yeah.
part for resources.
I don't know if I like this. So
Yeah.
Microsoft Edge for iOS and Android automatically sync all of your browsing data so you can transfer
like
to,
that.
your, to your Edge on your desktop, but it does it automatically. Why would it? I don't
No.
want that.
I'm
I
sure
want that.
Microsoft won't do anything bad with that.
They're trustworthy
It
people.
doesn't
Oh,
put the
totally.
servers first.
No.
I don't
of course
like
not.
that. But I'm going to try out Session Buddy because I do love using Chrome. But also, at the same time, speaking
Quantum's
of
pretty
browsers,
good.
Firefox Quantum is a great browser, and
I switched to it. I'm 100% on Quantum now.
I love it. I love Quantum.
I've
It's
never
fucking,
even
it's
heard
fucking
of that
phenomenal.
before.
Firefox Quantum, look it up. It's the new. It's like
The most recent update.
I used to be a
it's-
Firefox nerd.
It's like a revamp. It's a,
Firefox actually has been coming under fire lately from the security
From Fox.
infosec community because they've been
Yeah, they
actually
did
going
something.
against privacy.
Yeah, they did something.
They've been-
sketchy.
Which
they've
is
been doing some
strange.
crazy stuff. It's not
he
exactly
won't want to
private
talk
anymore.
right now, but
No,
we,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we know a guy. We know a guy who knows a guy. But Firefox Quantum, minus the security details, is actually a really nice browser. Did I kill it? Did I kill the discussion?
No.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, I'm looking at the Microsoft Edge website to try to figure out this 90%. I haven't gotten there
Well,
yet.
no, it was.
but I
it
did
was
get to
48
a
and
feature.
32.
Yeah.
48 and 32.
Oh, 48 and 32.
48 for Chrome,
Okay.
32 for Firefox.
I was just laughing at this. It's a highlighted feature. It says you can access your favorite sites instantly. But I think bookmarks have been in web browsers forever.
I think bookmarks have been there since the invention of the internet.
Maybe this is more than bookmarks.
Pretty
but I
much.
don't.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
since bookmarks have been there
The 90%
They
thing
existed before
was
the
actually
internet,
coming
in fact,
from
because they were using them
another article that I was reading
for
about
on like the computer.
BBS.
two-factor.
In the internal
Gmail
pre-internet
two-factor
system.
is still
figuring out
used.
which way
Like
now.
90%
I
of
get
people
it. I
still
dig
don't
it.
use two-factor for their Gmail accounts.
Oh, everybody used two-factor.
Less
Go,
than
go, go,
10%.
go,
That's
go.
nuts.
Back in my day, we had a phone directory.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
True.
I have a YubiKey for my
Yeah.
two-factor.
Concerning
I recommend it
two-factor,
for everybody.
I have a keychain
T-Mobile
one.
doesn't do two-factor
What? Yeah,
on
they
there.
don't do that.
It's not an option anywhere on their site. T-Mobile.
Hmm.
Oh, speaking of
Holy shit.
Sorry, speaking of cell phone companies, and I want to talk to you about this because I know you use Project Fi. You see that Project Fi now
Before.
offers. You don't use it anymore?
No, on T-Mobile, dude. Where the fuck have you been?
Since when?
Damn.
I have not been on T-Mobile, or I've not been on Project 5 for like months now, dude.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah.
Did we talk about this?
I mean,
We didn't talk. Do you remember?
I don't think so.
I
I
just knew he was T-Mobile because he's my buddy and we talk.
Yeah. T-Mobile Tuesdays, bro.
Dude, we've never talked about that.
Have we talked about it on the show?
I would
know we
remember
talked
that.
about it on the show when you switched to Project 5. Did we talk
I would
about it?
remember if
Yeah,
you
what?
went to T-Mobile.
No. Apparently you don't.
I like how it's T-Mobile 2 times.
That was awesome. Like it looked like you guys planned that.
No,
So-
we do. That's an inside thing.
So
Oh,
okay.
okay.
All right. So it doesn't matter to you anymore.
I've
since
known him
you-
for 20 years. This is what happens.
Since you're not on T-Mobile, it doesn't matter anymore. Or
I'm
not
on
T-Mobile,
T-Mobile.
not T-Mobile, but Project 5.
Right.
It won't matter since you're not on Project 5 yet. But Project 5 is now rolling out unlimited data.
Son of a bitch.
So it's
Are they really?
it's unlimited data in a sense. So what it is you sign up for it and your bill will never go above
$80.
60.
80.
Is it 80?
80.
I think it's 60. You want to bet?
Sure.
He's a betting man tonight.
Let's bet a beer.
No, dye hair.
$1 American.
Done. One schmeckel.
One schmeckel.
One schmeckel. So okay. So it's either $60 or $80. Your bill will never go above.
It's $80.
God damn it!
Where's the dollar at?
Take that, Gary.
I will get you your speckle after the show.
Take that, Gary.
There is a $60 thing in there.
But it's not unlimited.
Okay.
I'm gonna post this.
So essentially, whether it's $60 or $80, what it is essentially is like if you use your normal data, where you use only 1 or 2 gigs a month, you'll only pay your standard $30 or $40 or whatever the pricing scheme is. But if you're using a lot of data, you won't go above a certain amount of money per month, which is 80, as we just found out. But you'll never pay above $80 a month if you go above your allotted data limit, which is essentially unlimited, but not quite unlimited in the sense that you get unlimited high-speed data. Because after a certain point, they will throttle you.
Yeah, you get 15 gigs high speed, and then they start throttling.
Then they start throttling, yeah. Which is comparable to any, other major carriers like T-Mobile, Sprint, and Verizon do it at a bit higher tier. I think it's like 30 or 40 gigs in a month
I thought I got like 4. I'm on the
No.
$60
for T-Mobile.
for T-Mobile. Yeah, the unlimited.
No, because I have unlimited, and I regularly hit above 10, and I've never been throttled. Well, that I remember, but I would notice. I would definitely notice if I got throttled down to 3G. I would fucking know.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes I throttle myself down to 3G, especially at work, because the 4G network is so terrible at work.
Yeah.
When I go down to 3G, I actually get better, faster internet.
Really?
Yeah.
When my phone's not trying to search for 4G radio,
I sometimes do that with my Wi-Fi.
what do you do with your Wi-Fi?
Switch to 4G because my Wi-Fi is not working that well.
What? Wait a minute.
That's not
It
loud.
just messed with his head.
That's a problem with your router. You might want to get that looked at.
Switch the channel. Go from channel 1 to channel 11.
ready
Done.
to do the
Easy.
Well, it's only
Yeah,
gonna be a-
guys.
it's gonna be a
I'd hate to
Bring it in,
let this
reel it
keep
in.
going.
We only
But,
have
I mean, it was a
minutes.
good discussion. I just want to talk about Project 5 and whatnot. I apologize. I don't apologize.
all right.
I apologize for nothing.
Really quick lightning round, okay?
really quick lightning round. Sounds like it shouldn't be a thing that needs to be said.
Yeah, I know, right? I wish I could say that.
Okay.
Very much.
That's
is.
what, just reading what Zenify posted. That's what I missed. Is that you still pay $20 for unlimited talk and text, and then the data is on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's $60 for unlimited data,
Yeah.
but then the extra $20 for the talk and text.
Your bill is 80.
That's what I missed.
So-
that's what I missed. I'll get you your speckle after the show.
You know what? Let's call it a draw.
Hey, I dig it. I like that.
There
Okay.
you go.
Oh my god, I have the best idea for that.
For schmeckles?
No, if we're fighting over a piece of equipment to use, we should get what are those guns that you shoot with the darts?
Guns?
Nerf.
Nerf
Nerf
guns?
guns.
Yeah.
And we
Oh,
should
yeah.
have duels.
Yes. You know what? I have.
Oh, yeah.
And we got that from the audience.
The
Top
audience.
rope.
We got a very rousing yes out of the audience after the Nerf gun comment.
They were relatively quiet for the whole time, and then once you said Nerf, it was like, yeah!
You can challenge each other to duels all
Shannon
the
and I
time
had
over
a
everything.
gigantic Nerf war.
A Nerf dueling system.
I just
Yes!
want to
The
say
audience.
That would be
before
funny.
before we implement this,
Vic in the audience just got really excited
Wow.
about Nerf
Do you
Duel.
have to pretend
Before-
you get, like, you know, lightning bolts?
before we implement this, I want to say that I'm
That is
really good at
ridiculous.
Nerf guns. I got
Yeah,
great
it's a
aim,
duel.
so
Oh, Chen and I
best
had Nerf
duel
wars
ever.
back in one of my old houses.
I believe
Shannon had
it.
Nerf wars in the
They,
house.
they never
Yeah.
stopped dueling if they had
PGM.
Nerf guns back in
Let's
the day.
have a Nerf war in your house.
Okay, guys, Guys.
has lost the show entirely.
I wasn't even trying to control it.
Off the rails.
Yeah.
It's off the rails.
It's because of me.
I wasn't even trying to
Hey,
control
Chid.
What
it.
happens when you
12%
invite me to the mic?
Nerf war.
Hey,
and
Chid.
Yeah.
Everybody
It's
got
off the
excited.
rails.
You mean Ruby on Rails?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Damn it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it
Okay.
either.
He'll get it later. It'll pop up
Lightning
later.
round.
It'll pop up later.
Chen.
All right, for those of you who, my God, do not know what the lightning round is,
What
we're
is
gonna
wrong?
we're gonna go to zdnet.com/topic/security because they've been a good source for the last couple of weeks, and we're gonna read the headlines and we'll give our tweets length, which by the measure of this show could be another hour for each for each opinion. We're gonna give our tweets length of an opinion on these headlines. Remember, we want to give you guys an an idea of what's going on in the news, but we don't want to tell you how to think, okay? So who wants to start this first?
I'll go first.
Of course you will.
Real
All right.
quickly, did you guys know that a lot of people apparently use Shia LaBeouf as a password?
Really?
I did
That
not know that.
information to Fox.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna.
Are you
There you
serious?
go.
The show is derailed
How
again.
many people named Thomas are there in Hawaii? That's what I want. I'm kidding.
All right.
It's probably a lot.
Read it, Chen. Doxa goes first.
All right, here we go. Congress demanded NSA spying reform. Instead, they let you down.
When is the government not allowed to say?
I'm not very into our government saying or doing anything at this point. Like they're all very, oh yeah, we believe in such and such, but execution is an entirely different thing. So
Yeah, no, I already said government sucks.
Yep.
So they here's what happened. They took it to Senate. They got all riled up. They're like, no, we're gonna protect Americans.
Rabble, rabble.
And then somebody said, yeah, but you know how much work that is. And then everybody's like, you're right.
I think it was close to that. They got everybody
was the
riled
fu-
up in the Senate, huh?
This was the FISA thing, right? Like they've
Yeah, Section 702.
yeah. Thank you, Zenify.
Yeah.
They've renewed basically what I
the
wish
FISA
would have
court,
died. Yeah, the
Well,
FISA courts.
So here's the thing. I love all the Democrats that were resisting Trump and all that just handed him the power to wirelessly wiretap everybody. Yay, resistance.
Yeah, it's a horrible, horrible thing.
This is one of
Oh
those
man,
things.
I don't think- I
many
don't think he's
lefty
gonna
edge
care.
lords are gonna get
He
in
gets so
trouble
many documents presented to him. He's
Discord.
like, just tell me what people said about me that's nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't read anything.
What if he has a specific
He's gonna
Twitter
go
filter
after
for
all the
that?
lefty edge lords on Discord servers.
Yeah, probably.
He's gonna put them all in jail for 6 months or something.
All right.
Or something.
The next article we've already talked about. That was the OnePlus. The next one. Hackers are using recent Microsoft Office vulnerabilities to distribute malware. What is it, Tuesday? No, it's Friday, right?
Yeah.
today is
yeah.
Friday, so
It just sounded like a Tuesday hack. Sorry.
Yeah.
nothing surprising there.
Let me guess. It's a flashlight.
I
app.
think they could have just said. I think they could have stopped it at hackers are using Microsoft Office.
It gives
Okay.
you an audio jack
Yeah.
in your
huh.
iPhone.
Son of a
What's
bitch.
up?
How about that?
It's there's only one reason why.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Ransomware. Why the crooks are ditching Bitcoin and where they are going next.
I think ransomware is a fluid system, so it's kind of like I'll charge you Bitcoin, I'll charge you cash, I'll charge you whatever you have. I will use that to take money from you. I don't think it's like I don't think anybody was really, oh, we gotta use Bitcoin because it's a great thing. It's just the easiest thing at the time. Or maybe I'm wrong.
Where are they going next, though?
Cash.
That's the question.
Just regular money, debit cards.
No.
PM me your debit
So
card details.
boring.
No way. Are you kidding me?
They're just
Why
gonna go back
wouldn't
to
they?
money
That's
now?
tracked, dude.
Tracked.
Are you kidding me? Do you not know
where-
how credit cards work?
So where are they going next?
Like,
Those
how
are
about
all
we
reasons
actually
why
go
they
back to
used it.
cash?
I guess
cash, like
because it's
paper
not in the
money.
headlines.
Still
You'll have to
tracked.
go and
They
find
still
out.
don't have
the
enough of
serial
that.
numbers on actual paper.
Oh.
But they
gross.
use debit cards before, debit and credit cards for ransomware before Bitcoin.
They probably have to throw it through some sort of.
They're gonna
laundering.
just do the
Which
cash
is what
debit cards.
they'll do again.
So it's still
Like
cryptocurrency. I'm cheating.
Oh, you're cheating.
you goddamn cheater.
Yep. They're still using cryptocurrency. It's just not Bitcoin.
Yeah, they So
which
the
one?
subtext says
Ethereum or
they're
whatever
moving
it's
towards
called,
a less
Ethereum?
volatile cryptocurrency, but
Oh.
Please go to Ripple.
so they're ditching Bitcoin. Steam's ditching Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gonna drop.
It's because
in
our
value
transaction
soon.
fees are too high, but that's a
Well,
different
and also
podcast.
the limited amount of
Yeah,
transactions
that's true.
per day.
We probably like
Um,
20, 40, whatever.
But I feel like saying less volatile cryptocurrency is kind of an oxymoron. I think all cryptocurrency by
Is extremely volatile.
Yeah.
Until somebody just calls it credit. Credits. Like, isn't that Star Wars?
yeah,
Yeah.
Among other things.
Once they do that, I'll be on board.
that'd be cool.
All right, last one.
I want to pay people in foodstuffs like in Firefly.
All right, last one. Here we go. Trident exploited zero-day flaw to target industrial systems.
I don't know who Triton is.
It's the name of the virus.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it targeted Middle East infrastructure.
Huh? That sounds a lot like Stuxnet that I know about.
Well, this doesn't sound a lot like Stuxnet at all.
Stuxnet was a worm.
It was a worm. Do you not read
Triton
the news?
is-
I
Triton
know what the
is
fuck
a-
Stuxnet is, but this
Triton
Stuxnet
is a
was.
Trojan.
I haven't read into Triton, but Stuxnet sounds extremely way more complicated than.
That's because Stuxnet was a worm. It propagated. Triton is a Trojan horse.
I'm saying it's a cyber weapon.
So are 100 other things. That doesn't make it sound like Stuxnet,
Okay.
right? I feel like that's
cool.
Isn't that a I feel like just because something targets Middle Eastern whatever, or because it's
It is
Loose.
similar in that regard.
loose,
Loosely, yes.
loose, the loosest.
Bruce Lee, that's Bruce Lee's sister.
Cue the sound effect that goes.
I want to say the loosest of the loosest connection. That's all I'm gonna say. The loosest of the loose.
Loosest connection, like Chinese connection.
All right. Next one.
No, I thought it was last one.
No, that's the last one. All right, guys. As you can tell,
My
that's the
mind's
end of the
gone
lightning
right
round,
back into Nerf.
and that's the that is the end of the lightning round, which brings us to the end of the show. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but never out of shit to say, as you can see right here.
Yep.
So join us again next week, 7:30 on Friday, like every other Friday, at the Sin Shop, 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. Remember, sinshop.org to see what's going on, or actually meetup.com/sinshop. And then for information on us as a podcast, go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.se. My name is Master Chen.
My name is BGM.
This is Doxy.
Is that a five?
I'm Shia the Beef.
I'm Grasshopper, maybe.
We'll see.
She's still
Maybe.
undecided.
You never know.
Good night, everybody.